Researchers subjected 84 unsuspecting patients to 500,000 repeated audio loops and discovered a terrifying backdoor to human memory. Imagine waking up in a completely dark room, not knowing your name, your past, or how you got there. The only anchor point you have is a single voice. A voice playing from a speaker hidden under your pillow, repeating the same agonizing sentence, over and over and over. This is not a scene from a psychological thriller. It was a highly funded, state-sponsored scientific experiment. In the late 1950s, a prominent psychiatrist attempted to completely erase human personalities and rebuild them from scratch. What he accidentally uncovered remains one of the darkest chapters in cognitive science. It revealed how easily your sense of self can be systematically dismantled, using nothing but sound and isolation. How far can a mind be pushed before it completely shatters? And more importantly, are the very same tactics being used on you today? At the prestigious McGill University in 1957, Dr. Donald Ewan Cameron operated with a radical, highly controversial theory. He believed that severe mental illness could be cured by completely wiping a patient's mind clean, like formatting a corrupted computer drive, and then writing a brand new, healthy personality onto it. He called this process depatterning. His test subjects were not hardened criminals or volunteers, they were ordinary citizens who had checked into the Allan Memorial Institute for mild anxiety or postpartum depression. Over several years, Cameron subjected 84 of these patients to intensive chemical sleep, massive electroconvulsive therapy, and extreme sensory deprivation. He successfully broke their minds down, leaving them in a childlike, blank state where they forgot how to speak, feed themselves, or recognize their own families. But the true horror began when he tried to write the new software into their empty brains. To program his empty subjects, Cameron developed a technique called psychic driving. He placed heavy headphones on the deeply sedated patients and played recorded messages on an infinite loop. Some messages were positive, others were deeply critical, highlighting the patient's deepest insecurities. These recordings played for up to 16 hours a day, repeating a single phrase up to 500,000 times. Cameron assumed that if a brain heard a statement enough times, it would inevitably adopt it as an absolute truth. But something went horribly wrong. Instead of adopting the new, healthy personalities, the patients suffered profound psychological shattering. They didn't become better, they became completely disconnected from reality. The brain, when forced to endure infinite repetition under extreme stress, did not integrate the information. It simply cracked. The experiment proved that repetition without consent does not convince the mind, it destroys it. Why did this occur? To understand the failure of psychic driving, we must look at how the brain processes repetitive stimuli. Normally, your brain uses a filter called sensory habituation to ignore repetitive sounds, like the hum of an air conditioner. But Cameron bypassed this filter. By combining the audio loops with sensory deprivation and paralytic drugs, he stripped the brain of its external feedback loops. When you are deprived of sight, touch, and normal human interaction, your brain loses its ability to verify reality. It becomes desperate for input. In this hyper-vulnerable state, the repeated audio acts like a physical hammer, systematically wearing down the neural pathways that protect your core identity. The brain cannot ignore the signal, but it cannot process it either. The result is a total collapse of cognitive structures. The self is not rewritten, it is permanently fractured. While Cameron's extreme methods were eventually exposed and shut down, the underlying psychology of psychic driving did not disappear. It merely evolved. Today, you are no longer locked in a dark room with a speaker under your pillow, but you might be holding the speaker in your hand. Modern digital spaces utilize a subtle, highly sophisticated form of psychic driving. Algorithms are designed to feed you repetitive, highly emotional narratives, tailored to your deepest anxieties. When you spend hours scrolling in a state of physical isolation, your brain enters a mild form of sensory deprivation. The constant, repetitive cycle of short-form videos and targeted messaging acts exactly like Cameron's audio loops. They bypass your critical filters, slowly rewriting your perceptions of reality without you ever realizing it. The screen is the new sensory deprivation chamber. We like to believe our minds are impenetrable fortresses, that our beliefs and identities are entirely our own. But history shows us that the human psyche is surprisingly malleable. When subjected to the right combination of isolation, repetition, and cognitive overload, even the strongest mind can begin to unravel. The ultimate defense against modern cognitive manipulation is not avoidance, but acute awareness. By understanding how easily our sensory filters can be bypassed, we can begin to question the loops playing in our own lives. If your reality is being shaped by the algorithms you consume, who is truly writing your story? Are you in control of your thoughts, or are you currently undergoing a silent form of psychic driving? Let us know in the comments below if you've ever felt your opinions shift after falling down an algorithmic rabbit hole.